to realize that maybe entrepreneurship is for me. Keep having these cycles of getting jobs and losing them. Like where I am right now in life, it's like I know something is going to change. Like I've already been through a mega change. And it's like there's another one coming. There will be references to God when I speak in my lessons or my live videos. However, it's like God is telling me stop adapting. And I don't know if he's telling y'all that too, but it's literally like he's like, I need you to stop adapting. And I need you to come to me. And I will tell you who you are. And I will tell you where to go.
You, ready for you. I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you.
It's just like how he instructed me to make this coloring book. Okay. Self-reflection resources that I have that's available on my website is on Amazon as well. So that's one of the resources, and then I'm going to tell you another resource as we get along further in this live. But exercise. What past experience or achievements made you feel the most proud and why? What does this say about your value? Okay. Or you've been applying to jobs and you haven't been getting calls back. Like neither have I. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like if something is not working in the way that you're used to doing, you have to pivot. I'm going to be showing you like how to take your value, how to take who you are, create a brand, and then start having clarity, getting away from that confusion, and start having things that help you lay out your design or lay out your brand's concepts or your website concepts, and being able to express that with your audience, and so that your audience becomes subscribers just willingly, right? Because when you start your website or when you start your YouTube channel, people are looking to connect. So I'm an implementation coach. I get you from concept to launch, okay? So once you've done that exercise and you wrote it down, so let's say, for an example, I had told recently, I had did an interview. Did I get the job? No. It was an awesome interview though. It literally made me cry once I got off the phone. But I said my biggest accomplishment was creating this coloring book right here. Guess what? It has no sales. I made it in 2019. It is now 2024. You need to be talking about this. You need to be promoting this. Okay. You don't need to be shy about it. It's your time. You need to show what I have told you what to do. I've told you what to do. It's time for you to show it. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm like, yeah, y'all probably didn't see. Okay, I don't want to spoil it too bad, but yeah, those are the coloring pages. I want y'all to be surprised. Like once y'all get it, I want y'all to be surprised. Yes, it's available on Amazon and it's available on my website. And I'm probably going to do a revised edition very soon. Let's go back to this. Okay, so discovering your why. Once you've done that exercise, you're going to see what you're most proud of. Why are you proud of that thing? Like what led you to do that thing? Why are you proud of that thing? What about that thing says what you value? And then you can start to puzzle the pieces together. Why we're feeling aimless and why we're feeling lost in life is because we're not talking to ourselves. We're not sitting down with self. We're not talking to ourselves. We're so computed into what everyone else is doing, consuming everything else but ourselves. We're not consuming ourselves. And let me tell you something. When I finally sat down to figure out what my traumas were, what my patterns were, they call it like shadow work, like just getting deep and seeing what truly bothers you, even knowing what bothers you is finding out what you value. Okay? So understanding what excites you or motivates you can lead you to discovering your purpose and direction. Okay. So once I was able to sit down, before I made this coloring page, I sat down with myself and I said, why are these freaking patterns keep showing in my life? I stopped dating and I'm like, why do these patterns keep showing up? It's something about me. It's something about me. Either I'm not realizing something, I'm in denial, I'm just stuck in a loop. Like literally, when you've grown up with childhood traumas, you think this ish is normal until life start playing out and you're like, wait a minute, you're going to wake up at a point. Okay, if you're not woken up yet to your patterns, how you act, how you handle things, how you don't handle things, how you may be passive aggressive, or however the case may be, you're going to wake up to it eventually because you know that it's not working. So discover your why, know what motivates you, know what your dislikes are, know what your interests are, know what you're most proud of. That's going to tell you what you value, and that's going to get you closer to your value. Because whatever it is that you value is going to say either you're greedy, either it's going to say you're attentive, either it's going to say, like, it's going to give you adjectives. It's going to give you characteristics. And that's how people align your career paths or things that you can become in life based on your characteristics and what you value. And this is how you get closer to getting jobs and intentionally applying to jobs. You'll have to be intentional, even while you're being an entrepreneur and you're building up your own stuff. And a lot of people say you need to have a 9 to 5 while you're doing your entrepreneurship. I was so against that. I was so against that. Now where I'm at in life, because the loss of two immediate relatives, now my mind has totally made a shift. Like something. Right? I'm like, yeah, you do need to have something. That's why I'm like, you know what? This is kind of like equivalent to like Jesus. Like Jesus is on a mission to tell this message, and he going place to place to place to place, get knocked down, get knocked down, get knocked down, get knocked down. Some people believe him, and then other people don't. And that's literally the coloring book that I made. That whole principle or that whole concept is why I made that coloring book. I hope this video has inspired you to reflect on your past experiences and uncover the skills and interests and values that are already shaping your journey. Remember, you've already laid a strong foundation for your next big steps because you are a brand. Some people, when they go on like self-help journeys or reflection journey, however, like mine, like I said, mine started with this coloring book. If you're probably like, how does this help? It's an affirmations coloring book dedicated to creative and entrepreneurial spirits. Okay. So whatever hobby that it is you like to do, I probably have a coloring page that represents that hobby. Or you probably have somewhere in life that you want to escalate to. And I have a coloring page that represents that. Okay. We ran into the Procreate app. Like this is God leading my steps. This is not even me. I didn't plan none of this. I didn't plan none of this. Like it's like you feel lost in life, but God is really leading your steps, even in the mishaps, even in the trials, even in the tribulations, even in the obstacles, even in the setbacks. And then when I started piecing everything together, I'm like, wait a minute. So when I was 10 through 16, my mom sent me to a camp where we learned video editing. All the ish that everybody is on today, I learned this at 10 through 16 years old. Typing on the computer, burning stuff on the CD. Okay, I'm a millennial, by the way. Burning stuff on the CD, burning your website design onto a CD, right? How to make magazines from like Microsoft Publisher, website concept, how to create your own web page. Okay, we learned video editing. We even learned how to use photography, got a camera, and then also they taught us how to film with a camcorder. This is back with a camcorder. This is back when iMovie, it's not like when it first came out, but when it first was available on your phone. Okay. And when I was 16, I wasn't supposed to go to the camp because I was too old for it. But because I constantly kept coming, that last year, that's when I learned how to video edit. And that's what made me project and go on to YouTube. You getting up and falling down. You getting up and falling down. Getting up and falling down. At some point, you're going to piece everything together and you're going to clarity. As long as you constantly seek out answers within yourself. If you seek answers within yourself, you align to God. Decided to sit down and reflect on my life. And I'm trying to figure out who I am and what my image is and what my values is. I connected with God. Like, no BS. No BS. Because we are made in his image. This is not to sound cheesy. This is not to sound biblical. This is literally my story. I did this. I learned that camp stuff. The website design, the video editing, everything that everybody's trying to do right now. I learned it back then. There's always purpose. There's always a point in your life, even when you feel like you're aimless and you're going in no direction. I promise you, everything that you do is not in vain. Everything that you do is not in vain. It may seem like what you're doing is in vain and nobody cares and nobody's giving you the support, cares, and then you become the person that's not caring anymore. We got to put a stop to that. We have to put a stop to that because your wheels are turning for a reason. Like people say, oh, my wheels are turning, but I'm going nowhere. Your wheels are turning for a reason. As long as you keep these wheels turning in your brain and you are asking yourself internal questions, you're going to find the instruction. Okay. And I am the implementation coach that helps you get from point A to point B. But you have to help yourself first. Okay. With your self-reflecting. Truly bothering you. Is it the way you think? Sometimes it could be the way that we think about stuff. Okay. Is it the people around you? Remember, you are in control. Reflect on your past by reviewing your work history and significant life experiences. To help you dive deeper into this process, I've created a guidebook designed to assist you in identifying your core strengths and discovering your true purpose. It's packed with practical exercises and insights to support you in mapping out your next steps and finding clarity in your personal and professional life. So here is the tool, the second tool that I was telling y'all about. So not only do we have the coloring book, and this coloring book is to help you through your entrepreneurship journey because it's going to be times where you're like, oh my gosh, this is going slow, or not many people are watching me. And you have to just remember who you are, what motivates you, what drives you, what's your purpose, what is your legacy, why do you want this, why are you striving for entrepreneurship? Okay. So this is like the relaxed version of it, the relaxed, subtle version of it. But the unlocking the heart of your brand, this right here, this whole PDF, that is really you sitting down with yourself. If you want to make a brand, this is if you want to make a brand, like you want to make a YouTube channel or you want to make a website and you're doing it to produce income for you being yourself. Because I hear a lot of people saying, oh, I just want to get paid to be me. Do you know you? Do you know you? Honestly, what is your truest desires? What makes you angry? What makes you frustrated? Where are you in your life right now? Like, what are you suffering with right now? Because everyone's suffering through something, but someone else, and it could be you, you've already gone through that suffering. Or you're a step ahead of that suffering, even if you're still in that very moment. Like I'm still in self-development. I'm still trying to get clarity for things, right? I've already made my website. And as y'all see here, I'm on my YouTube channel with this concept of being an implementation coach, getting people from point A to point B with their online presence. People on YouTube, including myself, I was this person, right? We're like, okay, I'll upload on YouTube, or I've done this part, but where the folks at? But have you connected to them? You have to connect with yourself before you connect with other people. And that could be the missing key. It's just like how they say, you can't love nobody else until you love yourself. Oh my gosh. How many of y'all have heard that in the comments? Let me know in the comments. How many of y'all have heard that phrase? You can't love nobody until you love yourself. Discover your why, your purpose, your motivations. And with your purpose, your value, and your motivations, that's going to help you connect and transfer all of those things over to an audience that feels the same way that you feel. Okay? We're connecting through emotions. We are connecting through pain points. We are connecting through common ground. And with this guidebook, it gives you prompts and questions and little activities that help you get the bigger picture and come into clarity. So if you guys are looking for more resources and more videos to help you get to clarity so your life does not feel aimless, and you want to create a strategic YouTube channel, and you want to create a strategic online presence, guys are subscribed to me, Sultri Accessori, your instructional designer and implementation coach for beginning entrepreneurs. I'll see y'all in my next one. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Y'all leave your comments below. Make sure y'all comment in the chat box because I'm going to be watching. Okay? I'm going to be watching. All right. I see y'all. It's your girl, Sultri Accessori.